The thing about the AI workload, it punishes you for bad habits. Like if you got a bunch of little Java apps running inefficiently, whatever, it's gonna cost you 4, 8, 16 gigs of RAM. You know, right? You leave things on when you should really turn them off. You're gonna negotiate a 30 to 40% discount with your cloud providers, give them 5-year payment up front, and you can kind of hide a lot of your inefficiencies as a company. We've been doing it for a very long time. And on-prem, you can hide a little bit more because you can amortize that cost over time, and you pay the ping pipe and power that sits underneath. So we got a way big time with the traditional stuff. But when you think about an AI workload, meaning the most inefficient workload known to man, it's actually very inefficient, so we need specialized hardware to make up the difference between what we're trying to do and what it's capable of doing. It's so inefficient, you damn near need 800 gigabit links between each of the boxes of GPUs just to keep the thing moving. And if you want to train one of the larger models, we're talking months. And I've seen people like, all right, we're on month number 2, and one of the things like goes down. And think about having to start over. Like I've restarted a rsync job, right? You move like 2 gigs out of 3, it's like, I just gotta restart it, and it finishes. 2 months? Right? And so this workload is very taxing. So imagine running a 2-month job in the cloud and it fails. There's no refund. They're not, oh, your job failed? Oh, we'll give you back 80%. And if you looked at the cost, if any of you have ever tried to run like with the most modern GPUs, first of all, if you're too small, what do they tell you? You're not, you can get 3. Well, I want 100. It's like, you're not getting 100. You can get 3. Call your sales rep. And your sales rep says, hey, what's your yearly spend? We're about 80,000 a month. And then the dial tone, like they hung up on you. It's like, you're too small, you're not getting the GPUs because we don't have the GPUs. And so I think the AI workload punishes bad behavior. So if you don't have a good architecture, you have no automation, and you're paying a premium to use rented GPUs. Remember, GPUs came out, everyone was thinking they're gonna get per minute billing. They don't do that in most providers. What do they do? Oh, you want a GPU? You gotta commit to some of them to the day, 2 weeks at a time. These things aren't cheap. So I think a lot of people thought about it for a moment and said, well, if we don't have the right operational model, then we gotta go back on-prem. I can't pay this premium for something sitting idle in a cloud provider. It's too expensive. It's more cost than all of my other IT spend on compute combined. So I put it back in my other data center, and I don't pay the penalties for my own inefficiencies. Also, the amount of data required to get any value out of these things is astronomical. Most people want to put all their data through some of these systems. And remember the thing we said earlier, all that data didn't move. So if it didn't move, where is it? What did we learn about distributed systems 101 or computing 101? You move the compute near the data. It's usually the fastest thing you can do. So I do think this trend will continue, and the cost, I think. So I think you're right in terms of like access to hardware and all these other things, but I think the cost is so prohibitive doing it the other way, you almost have no choice but to try to run this thing in the cheapest place you can to have that 24/7 access.